Mark Coogan, weeknights at 5, beginning Monday.
Tim Daly is the fugitive.
I didn't kill my wife.
Chase begins this fall on CBS.
Beat you. I haven't had this much fun since... Thirsty?
My kind of woman. Every sort of refreshment that somebody would need within reach.
So why didn't you want to stop at that little country store?
Tchotchke shop. 1 second you want to fly, the next second you want to go antiquing. What's up with that?
I wanted to buy you something.
Oh, wind chimes. Got 5. No, thank you.
Actually, a snow globe to replace Vicky's. I felt really bad when it fell off the mantle. But I mean, it wouldn't be the same. Bad idea.
Really, really nice idea.
But some things just aren't replaceable.
You know, after you left on us at that Vicky would have really liked you.
I guess that's a pretty big compliment coming from her mother.
Pretty big compliment. I have to go.
Why don't you just tell Lucinda that something pressing came up?
Shoot your sheep. She told me to meet her at the Lakeview. This sounds very serious.
Yeah, well, everything with Lucinda sounds very...
No, you don't understand. She wouldn't even exchange a barb with me. I have to go. I have to go now.
Dick!
Oh.
Sorry.
Olive. Why don't you keep that? No other chick rides on the back of my hog.
I knew it. I knew you couldn't leave me that easily.
Miss me that much, huh, Cuz?
Is it really you?
I thought you'd never get home.
This is the topper to an absolutely stellar day. Welcome home. Oh.
So, Lucinda, I'm curious, though. Since when do newspaper publishers call their own press conference? I really want to know. What's the big problem here? I mean, you got a plot of some kind I should know
Lisa,
about?
darling, not everything is plots and schemes. There are some things that are more serious than that.
Lucinda, what's wrong? You're beginning to make me a little nervous.
What's going on? What's with the big press powwow?
I don't know. But whatever it is, it's huge. And don't bother, Katie. Your favorite media mogul isn't coming.
Well, why not? Holden runs WOAK. He should be here.
He should be if he weren't in Florida.
Florida?
Yep. He left this morning. No explanation. I guess it has something to do with Lily's situation.
What are you talking about?
Well, my confidential sources tell me that we're here to be briefed on Lily Snyder's predicament. Now, I assumed that you had pulled something on her, but judging by the stark terror on your face, I'd say someone's pulled something on you.
When are you going to use your one phone call, D'Angelo?
I'm good and ready. I'm not wasting my one call on some nobody from this burb.
You afraid they're going to hang up on you?
Where's my public defender? I know I'm entitled to legal representation. I know my rights.
Settle down, Rose. He'll be here. Oh, hey, word of advice. If you do call a friend, make sure it's a friend with cash, because your bail ain't too shabby.
Your friends can't even pay the rent. My best friend, Mitzi Matters, gets the boot back to AC. Thank you, Hilton Snyder, very much.
I guess you're on your own, then.
I cannot believe this. A couple of days ago, I'm married. I have a beautiful husband and 2 beautiful children, an entire family that would bail me out. Now, But I got plenty of people back home who love me. I just don't want to drag them down here. You know, they have lives. I'm gonna find somebody to call. You don't spend my quarter, you hear me? I'll find somebody. Better make it somebody good.
Who the hell are you? You couldn't have been more than a kid last time I set foot on the
My name
mainland.
is Holden Snyder, and I'm trying to find
And don't you
wife.
try calling me daddy.
Mr. Cooley, I don't know you. We have never met. My wife has disappeared, and you just might be my only chance at finding her.
Hey, I got here as fast as I could. Do you know what this is all about?
I have no idea why Lucinda would want me here, but I get the feeling it's something big.
If you want me to ask around and see if I can figure it out, I will.
Yeah,
Unless you want me to wait,
Hey, McKinnon, what's your boss up to, huh?
I don't know. I didn't even know there was a press conference. I've never seen her this tense.
Well, excuse me, I'm famished. I haven't had a chance to eat all day. Well, who needs something healthy like yogurt when you can have empty calories? Want a bite?
No, thank you.
Oh, my God, Vicky, how could you eat this stuff? I think we could begin now. I think everybody's here. I want to thank you very much for coming at such short notice, interrupting your busy work days. If you look around, you'll see that you represent the media of our town. We have the Argus, WOAK, the City Times, and we have the Intruder. Now, I feel a bit awkward. Possibly that's why I chose this neutral turf, because I've had relationships with people in this room that have been, well, they've had a lot of animus, and maybe I have no right to ask a favor, but I must, because my family and the Snyder family desperately need your help. Help, Lucinda? I don't think so.
Gentlemen, did you know that you can now get Pert shampoo and Pert conditioner in a separate bottle? You used to only have it all in one bottle. Now you have the option. No, the great thing about this is that the conditioner is still clean conditioning so that your hair gets still just the amount of conditioning it needs.
It's very soft.
Very nice. Looks good.
It feels like silk now.
When we asked some denture wearers why they don't use an adhesive, they didn't have a whole lot to say.
I don't need it. My dentures fit fine, thanks.
I've not had a problem in 15 years.
But then they tried Fixodent, and they couldn't say enough.
Makes them feel a lot more natural. I just plain forget I have them.
They actually fit better.
That's because Fixodent gives even the best fitting dentures a better fit.
It just proves you never know until you try.
Fixodent, and forget it.
Open up to a whole new fresh feeling.
Open up to a fresh new idea from Bounce with new Bounce Fabric Refresher.
Open your world and let freshness flow through.
Bounce sprays odors out and leaves a gentle freshness throughout your home every day.
It's a wonderful freedom, making that fresh feeling stay. Doesn't it feel good to make a fresh start today?
New Bounce Fabric Refresher, the start of something fresh.
Old English presents Love and Wood. Cynthia just married David. Her furniture is modern. His is traditional. Will they discover Old English offers superior protection for all their wood pieces? Will they get a minivan? Tune in next time for Love and Wood by Old English.
Need fast-itch relief from insect bites and poison ivy? Trust the power of Cortisone 10 Plus with vitamins plus aloe. Among these, it's the only one with the medicine doctors recommend most. Try Cortisone 10 Plus. What are you itching for?
What's my secret fantasy? The object of my desire. It's deep, dark, and very chocolate. It's a luscious brownie. So rich. I could make a meal of it.
Slim Fast Meal on the Go bars unwraps rich chocolate brownie. Indulge in its intense sensation. So good for you. A satisfying way to help you lose weight and feel great. Slim Fast Meal on the Go bars.
Take your fantasies anywhere.
The political week that was in a humor-filled edition of Campaign Comedy tonight.
Nominations are in. Now one of these 6 Big Brother house guests must go. It's up to you, America.
I guess you guys are in control if you want me to come or you want me to go.
All new Big Brother, CBS tonight.
Let me get a look at you. You don't look much worse for the wear. In fact, you look great.
I think the scars are inside.
Yeah. You came back for Parker, right? But last time I called the hospital to check, they said he was doing much better.
Well, they released him.
That's great.
Yeah. Hal and Barbara, they're taking good care of my little guy.
But you wish that he were with you.
Molly, when I saw him hooked up to all those machines in the hospital, maybe if I'd been here, that accident never would have happened.
Stop it. You can't do that to yourself, or you're going to make yourself crazy. How about I make you a nice, hot cup of joe?
You still make the world's worst?
You betcha. Reheated even.
I'm glad some things never change.
So where the hell have you been?
Oh, well, that's a very long story.
And I want to hear every detail. When'd you get back?
A couple of days ago. Been camped out at Parker's side the whole time.
Why didn't you call me? I would have stayed with you.
I did call you, Molly. You're never home.
Okay. So where have you been then?
Oh, Molly.
I knew it. I knew for you to leave Parker and for Jack, especially on your wedding day, it had to be something huge.
Yeah, I swear that I never would have left by choice. There was this man named Winston Lowe.
Oh. So there was another guy.
Not the kind of guy that you're thinking of, and certainly not the kind of guy you were expecting a few minutes ago.
Looks like we have a lot of catching up to do. So we'll just take turns. You go first.
Excuse me, I just have one small question, Lucinda. Why should any of us cooperate with you?
Can you keep that little trap of yours shut maybe
Excuse
for a
me,
minute?
I think
Do
I
you
have a right
you
to
can
know
do
what's
that?
going on here. I think we all do. You people are just too chicken to ask.
I'm not asking for myself, Emily. I'm asking for my daughter.
What, Lily? What is she hurt?
All of you are going to hear from your sources shortly, if you haven't already, about a young lady who is being held by the Oakdale police in custody at the police station who looks exactly like my daughter, Lily.
What, Lily's in jail?
No, she isn't, because she isn't Lily. This is bizarre. This is insane. But she isn't. She looks like her. She's an imposter. And her name is Rose D'Angelo. And this girl has been living Lily's life.
Surprised, Katie.
For the last 3
Of
months.
course I'm surprised, Henry.
Yes.
No, you're not. You knew.
What are you talking about? I've got to go.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Amazed.
So why come asking me about your wife? I ain't had a woman
The
since...
plane that you flew, the one that you crashed in the Orange Grove, was rented by a woman named Celia Frazier.
Yeah? So what's that to me?
I have a feeling that she's responsible for whatever has happened to my wife.
Well, I'll tell you this. Life was a lot better when I lived off the grid, you know? I mean, this country is going to hell in a handbasket. You turn on TV, where's your MASH, your Archie Bunker? Now they just lock a bunch of people up in a house and call that entertainment.
If you could just answer a few
and
questions
a pack of smokes costs more than $4 and change. Now, how's a man supposed to enjoy life?
Mr. Cooley, I'm sure you have many opinions about the State of the Union, but my wife has disappeared and I'm worried sick about her. If you could just go over the day that you flew that plane, any information that you have, even if you think it's unimportant, it could lead me to my wife. If you could just tell me how you happened to get hold of that seaplane.
How many times have I got... All right. See, I was fishing in one of my private fishing areas, and this plane was just floating there, and I waited around for a while, and nobody came back. So I took a beat to believe that? Yeah! Sonny, I'm looking at 30 years for gun running. Now, you expect me to add another charge and confess I stole a plane?
I have 2 children at home who haven't seen their mother in months. My wife could be in danger. Please.
Well, I'm real sorry about your pretty wife, Mr. Snyder, but I got nothing more to say to you.
Rose D'Angelo, this is your attorney, Harry Moss.
Boy, am I glad to see you.
D'Angelo.
Better be in there somewhere.
Ah, you were brought in on street walking charges?
Street walking, street walking, street walking. Haven't you read my case?
Of course. Why don't you tell me the charges, in your words?
Financial identity theft for impersonating one Lily Snyder.
Right, I remember.
And there's a couple other things. 1 or 2 of them, they're claiming that I aided and abetted the escape of one prisoner, Celia Fraser. Totally not true. And they're talking about Lily being kidnapped. They try to pin that on me. I'll be here until I've got to have dentures in my mouth. So how are we gonna beat this case? Huh?
Well, we could try to negotiate a deal.
Good.
But I wouldn't count on anyone being too cooperative. Lily Snyder's a big name in this town, not to mention her mother.
So what? It's a classic case of the strong crushing the weak. Come on, I saw it on court TV. Can't we use that in my defense?
We could try to fight this in court, but with the charges you have stacked against you, I suggest you plead guilty. The judge might show leniency
Guilty?
if you own up to your
Hey,
crimes.
you're supposed to be on my side. I am so not guilty.
Really?
All right, maybe I signed Lily Snyder's names to a couple of credit card receipts, but what did that get me? A couple of brightly colored sweater sets to spice up her wardrobe? Look, I did not cash out her bank accounts. I did not run off.
Nevertheless, you admit to signing financial documents.
Lily Snyder took a multi-million-dollar diamond that was mine when she had absolutely everything she could possibly want. You gotta add that up against what I spent. She got me to trust her, and then she betrayed me. Who did I hurt?
That's
All I
immaterial.
tried to do is be a good wife to Holden and a good mother to those 2 beautiful children. I had a telethon. I raised a lot of money for that hospital. And Holden, I tried to protect him from that blonde homewrecker from his television station. People started to like me. Maybe they liked me more than the real Lily.
Do you have any character witnesses, then?
Those spineless cowards, they would never do anything to help me. Because nobody wants to admit the truth. That Lily ditched them to run off with another man. And since it's easier for them to blame me, then on my hands, I got no friends. I can't count any of them.
Well, that's not entirely true, Rose. I'll be your friend.
Some nights, falling asleep is the most elusive thing on Earth. No matter how hard you try, you can't capture it. Now, you can capture the sleep you need when you need it with Sonata. Like other sleep aids, you can take Sonata at bedtime. But Sonata is the first and only prescription sleep aid you can take later if you have at least 4 hours in bed before becoming active again. You'll fall asleep fast and still wake up naturally, ready to start your day. Until you know how you will react to Sonata, you should not drive or operate machinery. Common side effects are headache, dizziness, and drowsiness. Do not drink alcohol while taking Sonata. Patients who abuse prescription sleep aids may become dependent. Prescription sleep aids are most often taken for 7 to 10 days as needed. Your doctor will advise you about taking them longer. Ask your doctor about your sleep problem and how Sonata can help. Capture the sleep you need when you need it with Sonata.
It's allergy season. Or Allegra season. Enjoy your world with non-drowsy Allegra for people 12 and over. In clinical studies, less than 3% of people experience drowsiness, cold or flu, nausea, or menstrual pain. Ask your doctor for more information about Allegra and turn this allergy season into Allegra season. Enjoy your world.
from the Pond's Institute.
It's simply amazing.
Pond's Cleansing and Makeup Remover Towelettes. So revolutionary, a dirt-loving fiber gently cleans dirt and removes even waterproof makeup in one simple step.
Wow.
Pond's Cleansing and Makeup Remover Towelettes.
Unlike Juicy Juice, some juice drinks only contain 10% real juice. Imagine if 10% were acceptable for other things in life. 10% just doesn't cut it. Libby's Juicy Juice. 100% juice for 100% kids.
Gerber has a surprising way to calm your baby down at bedtime. Introducing Gerber Baby Wash. The first with natural soothing lavender. It's Gerber safe and gentle. With warm water, here's a natural way to calm and relax him. Just in time for bedtime.
Yes, your baby has you, and you have Gerber.
Shouldn't your baby be a Gerber baby? Look for all the new products in the Gerber aisle to help keep your baby healthy and happy.
Oh, man. So you couldn't leave Hong Kong? No. No, basically, I was Winston's prisoner. He threatened to use his criminal connections to come after me. Or if not me, then Jack and Parker. Why did you marry this guy in the first place? It was years ago. I was in prison. Foreign country. My design business was broke. If I didn't pay the creditors back, I was looking at 20 years. And so here comes Winston. He'd always been interested. He promised to help me get out if I married him. I see. And you thought, what? That eventually you could just divorce this creep? No, I thought eventually he would get sick of me. And I'd be free. I didn't have any idea he was going to become obsessed with me. I didn't even think that the marriage was legal, Molly. It was performed in secret by this guy who looked like a bookie. I can't even stand thinking about it, talking about it. I just wish it would stay buried. Speaking of buried, convenient that Winston died, huh? It was an accident, Molly. Sure, of course it was. He was drunk. Winston was brutal when he was drinking. I warned him. I warned him to stop drinking. I reminded him what the doctor said, but no, just laughed at me. He had a heart attack and fell over and cracked his head on the table. It was awful, really. So are you in his will? And this guy sounds like he was loaded. No, I really don't think that he would have left anything to me, Molly. Besides, everything from Winston comes with a price. Didn't you get that $1 million for an award or something? It was a setup. Phillips worked for Winston. Wow. I knew it had to be very serious for you to skip town like that, but I never figured bigamy. Thanks. It sounds a whole lot better when you put it that way. No, I am not judging. I would never judge you. My life hasn't exactly been peaches and cream lately either. Well, you're out of your coma. That's good. I know, but I still have this amnesia thing. Molly, the amnesia is fake. Do you remember? Yes, I do, but it's very difficult to keep it straight. I can't forget not to remember anything from 2 months before the accident. Can you tell me again why it is you're doing this? For Abigail. Look, we need a chance to have a normal relationship as mother and daughter, and, well, this kind of helps bypass the fact that I had an affair with Chris. You know, the coma thing just kind of wipes the slate clean. Right. But if she finds out... Bite your tongue. Abigail and I are making real progress. And she really needs me right now because Holden is having a hard time at home, so she can't stay there. Her adoptive mother's halfway across the world, so who else is she going to turn to? I always wish that I had a mother I could talk to, and that's what I want to give to Abigail. And I'm going to keep her safe. And if anybody ever tries to hurt her... Who would want to hurt her? I don't even want to think about it. Think about what? Stenbeck is back in my life, Carly. Isn't he in prison? But I visited him in prison. Molly! No, it's not what you're thinking. He hired someone to hurt Emily Stewart and her family. It's a long story. Anyway, I got him to admit what he'd done on tape. That's good. But I, first had to convince him that I was still in love with him. Ooh. How did you stand it? It was awful seeing him again. But at least I thought that was it. And then I got slapped with the subpoena.
That's right. I gotta face this jerk in court. And I know that he's gonna do everything he can to get back at me for betraying him again, Carly. I can feel it.
You know, it's just not fair, Molly. No matter how hard we try to change, trouble keeps following us everywhere we go. You look at me. I tried to start over. And here I am, back at square one. No money. Parker's still not living with me, and I just found out Jack is engaged to Julia.
I know. That hurts. I'm sorry.
And I don't even have any place to stay.
Yes, you do. You are gonna bunk right here with Abigail and me.
No, you guys don't have that much space.
Don't be an idiot. You are gonna stay here with us.
Thanks. I knew I could count on you. You're the only family I have.
Nobody understands you like I do, right?
Yeah, and vice versa.
We're the only ones that know what we've been through and what it takes to get on top. Molly and Carly, the perfect team. And now that you're back, nobody can stop us.
Well, of course, the family's doing everything. We're doing everything we possibly could, but we haven't heard from Lily. It's been 3 months, so, you can well imagine that we are gravely concerned.
Oh, I know you are. This is terrible.
The police have advised us to keep this thing quiet because they don't want to jeopardize their leads. And that's why I'm asking you, I'm not even asking, I am begging you, please, to show some restraint so that we can bring Lily home safely to her kids.
Lucinda, I'm behind you 100%, and even if you couldn't fire me, I wouldn't print a word of this story.
Thanks.
You know, I adore Lily. I love her like a daughter, and I would never do anything to jeopardize her safety. So please just be assured that the Argus won't print any of this information until you say so.
And Lucinda, you have WOAK's full support, of course. Holden wouldn't have it any other way, and we're behind him 1,000%, as always.
Thank you, Henry.
And?
Lucinda, I wanted to assure you that the intruder supports you 100%, and we can only imagine what you and your family are going through, and we just hope for the best for Lily.
Well, thank you very much, Emily. Thank you. All right. Well, I don't know what to say except that I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, this solidarity. My family's time of trouble. Thank you.
What? I gotta go, right? I gotta get back to the intruder. I've got a lot of work to do, Jake.
I know your routine. Don't play with me.
What are you talking about?
3 words for you. Don't do it.
So, what is this about friendship?
Well, when I heard you were in jail, I had to rush down here. Rose, nobody in this town, except for me, knows what you've been going through. Are you okay? How are you?
It's very good to see you. I am a bit, surprised. Yeah, I thought you hated my guts.
Well, I was a little angry at you when you reneged on our deal and went after Holden yourself. But hey, if anyone knows what Holden can do to a girl's resolve, it's me. So, I realized that you didn't have anything against me personally.
Oh, no, of course not.
Yeah, so when I put all of that into perspective, I thought, wow, Rose is going through a really bad time right now. I mean, what would I do in her situation? What would I be feeling? So I decided to come back over here and see if there's anything I could do to help you.
Unless you have a key to the cell, then...
No, actually, I was thinking more along the lines of an attorney. A really good one. I could pull a couple strings and, find you one.
Great.
Great. Well, we will just have to make sure that we find someone who covers all the bases. You know, someone really smart, who won't leave any loose strings lying around for you to trip over. I mean, you didn't choose to take over Lily's life, right? We need to find a way to prove that. Every possible way to prove that you didn't set out to harm anyone, right?
Right.
So we need to figure out, What could any of those loose strings be? Let's think hard. Uh-oh. What about the videotape?
Of your confession? What does that have to do with any of this?
Well, if that came out now, they could charge you with blackmailing me. That would totally ruin your credibility. So, if you just tell me where it is, I could get rid of it for you.
Ah, there it is. I knew it. I knew you were after something.
What do you mean?
Oh, do you think I was born yesterday? You're trying to protect your well-toned derriere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What is everybody going to think when they find out that you've been in cahoots with me the entire time, that you knew that I wasn't Lily, but you didn't bother to tell anybody?
No one will believe you.
Maybe not, but they will believe that tape.
Look, you threatened to expose that tape if I blew your cover, but I didn't, Rose. I had nothing to do with that. You have to believe me.
You know what I believe? I believe that I'd still be living a high life as Mrs. Holden Snyder if you hadn't put that flyer of me as a showgirl into Lucinda's bag. That's when everything in my life started to fall apart.
I told you, Rose, I had nothing to do with giving her that flyer.
You know what's worse than a bald-faced liar is one that is filled with self-pity. And you, my dear, have made your bed, so you must lie.
You can't. Rose, you cannot give Holden that tape.
See, I don't have to give Holden the tape because Holden will find it because it's in the house. And when he does, you are gonna go down, honey. And I'm talking, you're going down hard.
We love the fishes because they're so delicious.
Oh,
go fishing.
Pepperidge Farm goldfish crackers, baked with no artificial preservatives, and cheesy, not sugary like sweet snacks.
Goldfish sighting!
Pepperidge Farm goldfish crackers. It's one snack that's okay to get hooked on. What's the biggest news since goldfish? New giant goldfish, 300% bigger. For when you're really hungry.
Discover Celebrex. For more information, ask your healthcare professional and call 1-888-CELEBREX.
It's time for a new way to moisturize. New Nivea Sheer Moisture Spray. A microfine mist of lasting moisturizers that touches you like nothing else ever has. Spray yourself soft. Nivea.
Have you noticed anything different lately? Like no more tobacco billboards or cartoon characters selling cigarettes. And tobacco logos aren't put on clothing or merchandise anymore. Why? Because America's major tobacco companies signed a tobacco settlement agreement that restricts the marketing of tobacco products and provides $1.5 billion to fund youth anti-smoking ads and education. Things are changing, and at Philip Morris, we wanted you to know.
We all do dumb things. Paying too much for car insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance. We all do dumb things. Paying too much for car insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
This performance is brought to you by Huggies Ultra Trim Diapers with the improved leak lock system. Drink more, leak less.
Hey, Colleen, what are you looking forward to this fall?
Bette Midler, CSI, and The Fugitive.
It's all here.
CBS. Some people can't survive without it.
Bet Mania is hitting CBS. Bet. Because Bette Midler is starring in her very first series.
Oh, my God. Great. Give that girl a silver dollar.
So, if you want a divine comedy...
Okay. Yeah.
I'm in.
You better get... Bet.
Hey, that rhymes.
Best. Coming to CBS this fall. It's all here.
All rise.
Very nice to meet you.
As Ann Martin takes America's favorite judge.
Judge to court and shows you why Judy Scheinland rules.
I'm trying to change the rules little by little.
Here Comes the Judge, a week of Judy with Ann Martin, starting Monday at 5 on CBS 2 News.
Ortho Mattresses Labor Day sale is on now. Ortho and Serta mattress sets start at just $299. Get no down payment, zero financing, no payments till 2001. Don't miss this sale. Ortho Mattress, 40 locations in Southern California.
There's a company that can approve you for a new Visa card right over the phone. Whether it's Visa Classic to help you build or rebuild your credit, the prestige of Visa Gold with an even higher credit line, or the purchasing power of Visa Platinum, the only card you'll ever need. The company is Providian, one of the top issuers of Visa cards in the world with over 12 million customers. Whether it's Classic, Gold, or Platinum, call now and get approved right over the phone. Providian will work hard to give you the card that's right for you. Visa from Providian. We approve.
Colleen, Jervis, Jenna, and the Hollywood hotspot where the stars of Survivor partied after the reunion.
Only Entertainment Tonight knows how the survivors partied all night without me.
Plus, how Richard lost 100 pounds next EP.
Tonight at 7 on CBS 2.
Jonathan Elias and Gretchen Carr at 6 and 11 beginning Monday.
Christine Baranski and Jim Gaffigan star in the new comedy Welcome to New York, coming to CBS.
You know in your touching little speech you failed to mention whether or not the intruder would in fact print this story?
Of course, we're not going to print the story.
All right. I have a question for you, Jake. What would you do if you didn't work for Lucinda's paper?
Emily, you...
What are you talking about? I would never put a woman's life in danger. That's one thing I definitely would
Okay,
do.
well, you know what? I guess my problem is I don't see how this would possibly put Lily's life in danger. If anything, I think a big flashy story would help the situation.
No, you can't be serious. This is crazy. You can rationalize this any way you want.
Look, somebody saw Lily, all right? And maybe if they read what I wrote in my paper, they would come forward as a result.
Or they could run away. This is not your life to play around with.
Well, I guess I just have to follow my own journalistic conscience as it dictates. I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Do I have to remind you what it's like to be scared for your family? You don't owe Lucinda anything, but you owe me. So why don't you prove to everybody in this town that you're a better person than everyone thinks you are?
Okay, Jake. You win. I won't print it until you and I talk again. Can we do that?
I'll call you. Okay, that's the start.
Anyone?
Oh, no.
Look, I know we have certainly not agreed very often on a lot of things, but where our children are concerned, that's a different story. Please just know I really support you in this in every way.
I knew I could count on you, Lisa.
Sure. Lily's in my prayers, and keep me informed, please.
I will. Thank you.
Hey. How you holding up?
You mean, what stage am I at? Rage, denial, fear?
Look, Lucinda, if there's anything I can do to help.
Good. I'm going to take you up on that.
Well, where do we start?
Rose D'Angelo says she doesn't know where Lily is. Now, maybe she doesn't know where Lily is. However, she's the key. She's all we've got. So we have to scrutinize her life. We have to know as much as we can about her, and then we'll be better able to find Lily.
All right. Let's get to the bottom of it.
We are both in a fix here, okay? We can help each other. If you just tell me where that tape is.
Guess we're both in a bind, aren't we?
Yeah.
Come here, Katie. Come here, come closer. You're a guy up already. Now get out of my cell. You're crowding me.
Fine. Fine. You want to play it that way, Rose? At least I won't be in jail. Okay? I hope you fry in here for what you've done.
As long as you're in the cooker with me, Cupcake.
Well, yeah, I'm pretending to be the innocent victim, yelling about how Lily Snyder did you wrong. The stupid tape thing is just pure spite.
Do not take the moral high road with me, honey. I'm not interested in revenge.
Then what are you interested in?
I don't care anything about you. I don't care. You know who I care about? I care about Holden, and I will do everything I can to make sure that you do not get your claws into him.
I'm going to ask you again. The woman who rented that plane,
Have you ever heard the name Celia Frazier before? I'm not interested in telling the police anything that you talk to me about. I'm just trying to find my wife here.
Sorry, don't know that name.
What about this woman? Have you ever seen her?
My eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Did you hear what I said? This woman could be in danger. Every minute counts here.
You don't look too smart. But you do stink of money.
Asking for a bribe?
You're smarter than I thought. Come to think of it, that smile does look familiar.
It's how I grew up. It's how I want them to grow up. Pure and simple. Chex is just that. The simple, sweet taste of corn, rice, and whole grain wheat. Low fat, low sugar, with calcium that we need. All in those crunchy squares we all love. That's the recipe for growing families. Chex. It's breakfast, pure and simple.
Does your skin have the urge for some serious pleasure? Watch this.
She's got the urge.
Experience new Herbal Essences moisturizing lotion with 100% natural herbs and botanicals. It replenishes lost moisture, yet is so indulgent. Elbow? Finally, a lotion that really nourishes your skin, yet smells so intoxicating.
See you tomorrow.
Can your body lotion do this?
Where are those boys?
New Herbal Essences moisturizing lotion.
My dad and I are pretty close. One day last year, his arthritis was acting up, so he took some Bayer. It has all the strength of prescription Tylenol, and it relieved his pain. The next day, he suffered a heart attack. Incredibly, the doctor said Bayer not only relieved his arthritis pain, but aspirin helped save his life. Knowing all that Bayer can do, why would anyone take any other pain reliever again?
Bayer, powerful pain relief and so much more.
Fish and chips, spray and wash. New and improved spray and wash is better than Shout at getting out greasy food stains. New spray and wash, keeping America clean and spotless.
It loves the feel of a cool breeze. It tingles when I see my husband.
Dove knows your skin is important, even the skin under your arms.
I grew up using Dove, so I tried their deodorant. I was outside gardening, and I said, hey, honey, come here. I want to see if this works. He's like, not bad. It works.
Dove antiperspirant combines powerful protection with 1/4 moisturizer that cares for your skin.
It made my skin feel soft. The moisturizer is a big plus.
It's the only antiperspirant with a touch of Dove.
I loved it.
Not all drain cleaners are the same. Professional strength liquid plumber can only clean part of your drain. Drano Foamer fills the entire pipe and scrubs it clean, so drains stay clear longer. Drano Foamer keeps drains clear longer.
50 girls thrown together with one goal in mind, to be the ultimate survivor. It's Miss Teen USA, and this year we're turning up the heat with live performances by 98 Degrees and Westlife. Join MTV's Brian McFadden and find out who stays and who goes on the Miss Teen USA pageant, live CBS Saturday.
Experience the rhythm of the world with
Ricky Martin, Carlos Santana, Jennifer Lopez, Christina Aguilera, Mark Anthony,
and more. The Latin Grammys Live, September 13th on CBS.
Okay, you gotta be smart about this, D'Angelo. You cannot waste your one phone call on a dud. But, can she be trusted? Can you get her to do what you want her to do and make her think it's what she wants? Huh? Well, it worked the last time. All right. Shanks! Shanks! I'm ready to make my one-time only phone call. And I know exactly who to reach out and touch.
So what about you and Motorcycle Man? He must be pretty hot if he got you to turn over a new leaf.
Jake is not like any other guy that I've ever dated. He's, well, he's different. But he's not a saint by any means, and that's why he understands the way my twisted mind works.
And this is a good thing?
Oh, yeah. Nothing like a reformed bad boy. I mean, all the excitement and none of the mess. We have a great time. Maybe that's him. Hello?
Molly, thank goodness you're home. It's Lily.
Lily, what's up?
I'm in jail.
Jail? What did you do?
It's too complicated to go into over the telephone. Could you just come down here ASAP?
What about Holden? Why haven't you called Holden?
He's out of town. Look, everything will make sense when you come down here. I'll explain everything. Just please hurry.
Lily is in jail? And when did you two become friends?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure when that happened myself. This whole thing is way too weird.
And so she used her one phone call to call you?
Yep. I gotta get down there. I gotta figure out what's going on. Some invitations are just way too good to pass up. Make yourself at home.
Madame, here you are.
Thank you.
I am so proud of you for not running that article. Cheers.
Yeah, I've been sitting here thinking about this whole thing, and I find it fascinating that Holden could be fooled for even a minute. All because this woman, this Rose, looks like his wife.
Well, there's got to be more to it than that. She obviously went way out of her way to take over Lily's identity. I mean, she must have studied her every move.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to sound like a male basher here, but as a woman, I can't even imagine mistaking my lover, my partner, for an imposter. Come on, give me a break.
What? Holden had no reason to believe it wasn't Lily. Even Lucinda was fooled.
Yeah, well, I still think that women feel much deeper than men when it comes to relationships.
Oh, come on, now, that's a crock.
No, Holden and Lily, they're supposed to have this great love, right? And the minute Lily's out of the picture, he totally falls for someone else. I mean, they've been living together for months. And all she had to do was look like his wife. And she pulled it off.
Where are you going with this?
Oh, just a story idea or something. It's just fascinating, though, that some men can be so easily manipulated by a familiar face.
I think you ought to keep your story ideas to yourself, unless you plan on losing all your male readership. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the office. You coming?
Yeah, I'm right behind you. Go ahead. Go.
All right. I'll see you there.
And this man proves my theory. He fell for twins.
That's rather interesting. What else have you got? Oh, for heaven's sake, you're supposed to be an investigator. Investigating. Get back to me.
Okay, what you got?
No. You tell me yours first.
Well, everything I got backs up D'Angelo's story.
My detective says exactly the same thing.
From Hoboken, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
She's the same age as Lily, but
Right.
born in April, nearly 8 months after Lily was.
Right.
She's been working at the Boardwalk Casino in Atlantic City.
Well, do you have anything about her family?
Her mother's deceased, and from what I've seen, there's not a single connection between Lily's biological family and the D'Angelos.
That's silly. There has to be. Absolutely, there has to be a relationship, because no plastic surgeon could make that kind of perfection, and he couldn't.
Well, they say everybody's got a double.
That's nonsense. It's more than just an uncanny resemblance.
Listen to me, Lucinda. Maybe you are pursuing this angle because she fooled you.
No. No. I looked into those big eyes and those lovely lashes, and it wasn't Lily, but it was something. We've got to keep digging. We're going to find the connection.
Okay, I am willing to pay. If you have any information, real information that could lead to my wife.
Well, I can get real. For a price.
Name it.
$500,000. That's probably jump change to you, but that's the price of my freedom.
How do I know that you really have something to trade?
Oh, I don't want to jerk your chain, Mr. Snyder, but I ain't giving you squat till I'm out on bail.
Why should I put a criminal like you back on the street? You've already run from the law once. Who's to say you won't run out on me?
No, it's a gamble. It all depends on how bad you want to see your wife again. What was her name? Lily. Such a pretty flower.
Wait a minute. I never told you her name.
We are healthy, strong, funny, energetic, even sexy. We take good care of ourselves, and we drink Ensure when we can eat nutritious foods like these. Ensure provides essential vitamins and minerals you find in vegetables, calcium like in milk, and protein like in fish. Ensure is a source of complete balanced nutrition and energy, so we can get the most out of life. Drink Ensure, and drink to your health.
For back to school, get to Burlington Coat Factory today. They've got a gigantic store full of kids' clothes. America's most famous labels at incredibly low prices. So be smart for style, for savings, for quality. It's just got to be Burlington Coat Factory. They're more than great coats.
I'll trade you this salad for your pudding. Nope. This newspaper for that comic. Trade to mix. No. I'll trade you my 1998 Gateway PC for a brand new Gateway PC, plus training.
Deal.
Buy a Gateway Essential PC with the YourWare program and trade it in toward the purchase of a new one after 2 years. Now our $999 PC comes with a year of AOL and a printer.
Also want my little sister for a scanner.
Call or come in.
You know, you can clean your dentures faster than you can shower.
Because Polydent 5 Minute has such minty cleaning power, it leaves your dentures minty fresh and clean in just 5 minutes.
Minty Fresh Polydent cleans and freshens in only 5 minutes.
Ask your doctor about Nasonex, the prescription nasal allergy spray that's non-drowsy and won't keep you up at night, taken once a day for relief from nasal allergy worries indoors and out. Approved for children 3 years and up. Side effects were generally mild and included headache, viral infection, sore throat, nosebleeds, and coughing. Nasonex, because the less to worry about, the better.
Now Froggy. Now Lizard.
You're protected by Dial. Now with a new, richer lather. For a healthy clean you can feel. Dial Clean. Doesn't that feel better?
For a man in power, control is everything.
Don't you take me for a fool!
For a man who's a player, the game is everything.
Okay, you got me.
And for those who want it all, the #1 daytime network is everything. Now, if that doesn't call for a little champagne, I don't know what does. There's never been a better time to get into it. Weekdays on CBS.
How did you know Lily's name? You've seen her, haven't you? Where is she? Is she all right? Tell me.
Guard!
Tell me where she is.
Guard!
Tell me right now.
Take me back to myself.
You tell me what she is.
Yeah.
We can make a deal.
You come back and see me again tomorrow, and maybe we'll both feel more generous.
Okay. Do you know what town she was born in?
Keep hitting a dead end on that.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Whoa, whoa.
What? What?
Oh.
Is what you're doing legal?
You know something? I don't think you want to ask questions that you really don't want to hear the answers to.
I know it is legal.
There it is.
Yeah, but what is it?
Listen, I tapped into the casino's records here. Now,
Oh.
Rose needed proof of her age to get a job, but there's a note in here excusing her from having that proof because the only proof that she had was a driver's license. Do you...
So?
What that means? Rose D'Angelo has no birth certificate.
Gosh, you know, I finally figured it out. What has been driving me crazy these last few weeks, you know? Why you been acting so cocky? Why Lily didn't use that ammo against you. It's because she wasn't Lily. And you knew all along.
I did not.
How you told me you were going to expose her for who she really was. Now, see, I thought you meant that you were going to expose her affair with Simon. That's exactly what you wanted me to think, wasn't it? What kind of Satan's deal did you and Rose strike, Katie? The prize had to be Holden. Something obviously went very wrong.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll look for your replacement in the morning.
Don't you dare.
Wake up, Katie. Wake up. I'm sitting on one of the biggest stories of my life here, all right? And you knew all along. Where were your priorities?
I can still make this work, all right?
Make what work? It is blown up in your face.
Holden is in Florida. Rose is in jail. I can still get that videotape before anyone sees it.
What is with the snickering, Shanks? Lily Snyder is right here.
Yeah, right.
Lily, what happened? And how on earth did you wind up here? My name is not Lily Snyder. My name is Rose D'Angelo. And honey, I need your help.
Change is a good thing.
It's Wednesday. Tom Turner.